Hi and welcome to Ambrosia. My name is Bhavya Desai and today is all about Kyron Brandy. So we're very excited because this is the first brandy that I'm actually reviewing on this channel, and also generally brandy is not really known to be a very popular category, or is it? That's what we're going to find out today and also review this. So let's get started. तो ये ब्रांडी मार्केट जो है ये एक्चुअली बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है. हालांकि पीपल थिंक दैट इट इज नॉट रियली अ वेरी पॉपुलर एंड अ बिग मार्केट. इट एक्चुअली इज सपोज टू ग्रो बाय अबाउट 5% in volume until the year 2023 in India. And before we also review this brandy, let's just look at basically how brandy is made and what is brandy. So brandy जो है, that word really comes from branduin basically, which is nothing but burnt wine. तो आइडियली ब्रांडी जो बनती है, ये बनती भी कैसे है, इज एक्चुअली बाय एडिंग सम फ्रूट टू वाइन. Now, of course, traditionally, brandy जो है ये बनती है grapes से, but in many cases you will find that there are other things also which are used to make brandy, which is apricots, raisins and etc. Now, in India, जो एक बहुत ही peculiar market है, lot of the brandy is really made from molasses as well. And technically experts will say that not is considered as brandy because it is made not from grapes. Usually जैसे हम बोलते हैं, like for example अगर scotch भी बोले तो अगर उसको स्कॉटलैंड में नहीं बनाई गई है, so you can't call it scotch. So it is kind of technically like that. But अगर Kyron के बारे में बात करें, so of course it is made from imported spirits which is from grapes, and then a little bit of grain spirits are mixed in India. So technically you can call this a brandy in its true sense. Now ये जो है ये available भी है तेलंगाना में for rupees 1280, which really is not a cheap price, which means that ABD जो Allied Blenders and Distillers है, इनके makers, इन्होंने इसे position किया है in a premium space. We will put it in the link in the description about what are the other places where it's available, but in general it is also made in the Telangana plant of ABD, which is where a lot of its other premium brands are also made. So how is brandy made? बेसिकली ब्रांडी जो होता है इसमें अलग ट्रेडिशनल मेथड्स भी होते हैं, बट द मॉडर्न मेथड्स डिपेंड एंड वेरी फ्रॉम रीजन टू रीजन. नाउ आइडियली एज आई सेड अर्लियर कि ब्रांडी को जो फर्मेंट किया जाता है विद फ्रूट्स and added to wine, so that is then distilled at a very low heat depending on what is the volume and what is the flavor or the type of brandy that you want to make. अभी इन जनरल फिर उसके बाद में उसमें थोड़ा सा पानी भी ऐड किया जाता है in order to dilute possibly the ABV value just a little bit in some cases. And in this case as well, then it is actually aged in oak barrels, which is why it usually gets the aroma and the taste of that oak or wood, जो smoky flavor जो हम कहते हैं. अभी कायरॉन के बारे में स्पेसिफिकली मैं बात करूं तो ये यूज करता है प्रीमियम फ्रेंच ब्रांडी और प्रीमियम फ्रेंच स्पिरिट, as it says on the box as well, or at least that's what ABD claims, and then it is mixed with grain spirit which is in India, and it is also without any added colors, which means कि ये natural color है इसका, इसमें कोई भी added colors नहीं है, which is always a very good thing for any spirit. So अगर मैं ये brandy के packaging के बारे में बात करूँ, but while I'm going to talk a little bit about packaging, I'm actually just going to open this up because I want the brandy to sit a little bit because it usually tends to open up. So पहले मैं वो कर देता हूँ and then I'll just talk about the brandy. So अगर इस brandy के packaging के बारे में बात करें तो if you look at the carton, basically it is very typical of what a brandy cognac sort of a branding would be. Of course, they've used a centaur at the center, which is along with the bow and arrow, which is like its moniker. I like the packaging; is nice because it also gives you relevant information as well about the brandy. Otherwise, and अगर उसको खोल के देखें, तो then you will see that ये एक typical cognac style bottle है. If you've seen a lot of cognacs and if you've seen a lot of international brandies, then you will know that this is the typical sort of a shape that they usually go for. Of course, all the information is very relevant. It is like a heart shape, which is really nice. I like the packaging as well, and also like other products from ABD as well. ऊपर यहाँ पे आपको QR code भी मिलता है, so you can always scan that and you can always get more information about the brandy, which I feel that most of the manufacturers should really do this, because कोई भी customer होता है, it becomes very easy for them to just scan the QR code and go to the page and get all the relevant information. So having said that, that's what the packaging is, and now of course it's time for the tasting. So जैसा मैंने आपको बताया, इसमें कोई added color नहीं है. As you can see, it's nice and golden, a little bit of amberish as well. It's quite clear, so which is a good thing. Let's just try and nose it. So in terms of nosing, immediately you definitely get that brandy sort of a aroma, which means कि usually काफी sweet होती है. Normally अगर आपने brandy पहले भी taste की होगी, I'm definitely getting fruit में very clear, very strong apricotish sort of a aroma है. And I'm very certain कि जब मैं इसको taste भी करूँगा, मुझे काफ़ी सारा वही sweetness आएगा. So let's just go ahead and taste this. But ये taste करने के पहले let me just add a little bit of ये of course जैसे देख सकते हैं आप, I'm having this neat, obviously, to try and flavor this, but I've kept another bottle here which I want to add a little bit of cola as well, aerated drinks, because I want to see how much it opens up. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that and a little bit of water. So जैसा मैंने आपको बताया, let's just go to the tasting. So जितना इसका मतलब aroma that I was really getting of that fruity flavor and stuff like that, the punch and the hit actually is not that much when you're having it. It is pretty mild. I surely feel that there is some elderflower also possibly in it, because the sweetness at the end of that, I am getting a little bit of that elderflower at the end. Finish is really short. There is no really longish lingering finish as such, I would say. It's decent. It's not something which is very, very hard hitting on the palate and on the throat. It's already gone. It's already pretty much simmered down. So that way it's quite nice. Little bit of burnt wine taste थोड़ा सा भी मुझे आ रहा है at the end, which is kind of a lingering after effect. But let me just taste it with a little bit of cola and water as well. As you can see that I have actually done that and I've let it sit. So of course with this, इसका थोड़ा सा intensity जो है वो काफी कम हो गया है. It's become even more milder. I mean, I think it's nice. It's typical-ish of a brandy. Taste-wise, I think ये और थोड़ा सा dilute हो गया, but still there is enough for you to get a little bit of Kyron still here as well. So what do I think about Kyron Brandy? Honestly, for a price of rupees 1280, which is in Telangana, of course, currently, I think it's decent. I mean, it's not a mind-blowing product. It's not like something which is wow. I mean, it'll blow your mind away. I think it's pretty decent. Premium product है, उसके pricing के हिसाब से काफी decent है. बहुत ही important बात ये है कि of course it is made from grapes, which means that there are no artificial colors added to it. Also, at the same point of time, it is not made of molasses. It is actually made of spirits, which is very important out of grapes. Taste wise, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, it's typical-ish of brandy, little bit of apricot. I got a little bit of elderflower at the end maybe as well. And then अगर आप इसको warm water के साथ भी थोड़ा सा taste करेंगे, जो मैंने भी थोड़ा सा इसमें add करके किया है, it's nice. It's decent overall, I would say. So yeah, I mean, if you like brandy, then I feel that it is something which possibly you can surely taste once. Also, अगर आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि brandy का इतना बड़ा market नहीं है, then down south it is one of the biggest markets in brandy, जो काफी लोग consume करते हैं. So if you're from there and if you are actually interested in brandy as well, so I would surely think that you should taste this. And as usual, please subscribe करिए हमारे channel को, bell notifications भी on कर दीजिए. You can look us up on Instagram. There's a very interesting Instagram video that we have done, which is on making clear ice, जो आप इसमें भी add करके पी सकते हैं. And extremely important, until next time, drink responsibly.